Like I mentioned earlier, we've actually had a fairly good start to the day compared to last year and years past. Calls for service, there's a significant number of calls for service, but we're not seeing tons and tons and tons of calls. I don't have numbers, but I'll have those midweek coming up. As far as arrests go, we have a total of 19 arrests thus far, 2 of which are juveniles. The rest are adults. The crimes range from disorderly conduct, alcohol-related crimes, to a few drug-related crimes, specifically Adderall and marijuana. So, no major incidents, and we hope to keep it that way. Last year we had a handful of violent crimes, and obviously the police department's goal, along with the fire department, EMS, emergency management, everyone's goal is to have a safe Fake Patty's Day, and I think that we're on track to have just that. So, I'll let Larry Couchman talk for the EMS, and then if you have any questions, we'll both be happy to talk to you about that.
Great. Again, I'd agree with Matt. For a 74-degree day after 2 months of cold weather, I'm very pleased with so far how operations are going and overall how the students and people are behaving. We've had a lot of people really in, and so proportionate for the number of people that's out in the neighborhoods and out in Aggieville, I think our call volume's down. We've had, I don't have exact numbers, but about 15 calls for service. Majority of them, I think 13 of the 15 have been in the core Aggieville area. Of those, I know we've had 1 ambulance transport for alcohol. We've had 1 ambulance transport for significant orthopedic injury. We've had a private vehicle transport for orthopedic injury. We are setting on 2 potential alcohols. 1 may end up being a transport too right now in our first aid, but overall, very, very good. We have not had the number of calls. I know we've had, like, again, 2 to 3 responses outside of the Aggieville area, but not significant. Probably the one area that I'm actually totally surprised about, and because it's a safety concern for me, that I've noticed this year compared to previous years, is a number of house parties, not in the house, but on top of the roofs. I've seen by driving in the neighborhoods, especially north of Bluemont, east of North Manhattan, the number of house parties that 15, 20 plus people are on top of roofs partying with bongs and different things like that. And very, very concerned, but there is no ordinance. It's not against the law to be on top of your roof, but it's not a safe idea, especially with consuming alcohol. But fortunately, we haven't had any falls yet related to that.
Okay.
Where do you guys see the rest of the night going? Think it's going to stay calm?
As far as law enforcement is concerned, I hope that we continue along the same path we're on. Obviously, we've written a significant number of citations for things like open container, MIP, MIC. We'd like to keep them with just alcohol violations. We don't want to have to respond to the more serious violent crimes. We hope that those can just be avoided, prevented altogether.
How many RCPD officers do you have out, and who are the other contributing agencies? Do you know how much law enforcement is out altogether?
Yeah, I don't know the number off the top of my head. All the sworn officers at Riley County Police Department are scheduled on staggered shifts throughout a 35-hour time frame, which is normally how we count Fake Patty's Day. It actually begins the night before and ends Sunday morning. Okay. Each officer is working about a 12-hour shift, and those shifts overlap, so we have the most amount of officers out on the street during peak times, and those peak times are about 5 o'clock, about 10 o'clock. Other agencies. There are 7 total police departments that are working here today. Riley County Police Department, obviously, Potawatomi County Sheriff's Office, Junction City Police Department, Hayes Police Department, Emporia Police Department, Lyons County Sheriff's Office, and Kansas Highway Patrol.
Okay.
And without their help, we really couldn't have the response to this that we do. We can't thank those agencies enough for their assistance in helping us address the number of calls we get.
Do they get to arrest people?
Yeah, they have every police power that RCPD would have. The one courtesy that we try and do is we've paired those outside of jurisdiction officers up with our officers. So if they get into an investigation, end up writing tickets, make an arrest, we're trying to have the RCPD officers take the lead on that. The biggest reason for that is when it goes to court, we don't want to have somebody from Emporia, Hayes, come back just for court when we have officers here that could just take that. So we're trying to give them that courtesy since they've helped us out greatly today.
Okay. That's all.
I just